Hello everyone and welcome to the January 2018 edition of What I Know For Sure. So the last one went really well in my point of view, so I'm definitely for sure going to be taking this on through to this month and hopefully next month. For me, what I know for sure is that I value the moral of friendship a lot. All my favourite stories and movies and everything has the moral of friendship within it, and that's something that really clicks to me, and that's possibly why I'm so attracted to these films and books. Harry Potter highlights friendship really big, and it's very serious and very bold, and you can clearly see it. I'm pretty sure everyone knows Harry Potter, whether it's just the plot, or you know the entire storyline, or you just know the characters, or something like that. For me, what really clicked most off with the film is the moral of friendship within the story. I click really well with the three main characters, Harry, Ron and Hermione, because instantly you can see the strong friendship. Even though there are breakups here and there is definitely highlights of the moral of friendship. They know that they can't finish the quest that they are working on without each other. Now I'm going to talk about All the Bright Places, and I know I've spoken about it a lot on this channel, but I want to talk about it even more. I in particular want to focus on Violet and Finch, the two main characters, and they have a very extreme bond of friendship, and they do get closer than friends in the story. I know the end of the story was not what everyone wanted, and in general you could just see that strong friendship, and that's the biggest part of the story in my point of view. It was more that they would never want to leave each other, and even though they weren't meant to see each other, they would still see each other and they would get closer and closer every page. The friendship takes up most of the story, and the value and the moral of friendship sweeps in. Disney is a company that everyone should know, and I want to in particular talk about the story of The Jungle Book. We see the two characters Mowgli and Baloo. Baloo's the bear, Mowgli's the human, and it all happens, their big friendship happens when Mowgli runs away and then he instantly finds Baloo, and Baloo teaches Mowgli how to be a bear with the bare necessities. The two of them are always by each other's side, and in the end, when Mowgli needs to go back to the man village, Baloo and Mowgli find it very hard to say goodbye to each other, and to me, that is a very true and strong representation on friendship. Puffin stuff. Something my young audiences will never really know. We have these two characters called Freddie, which is a flute, and Jimmy, which is a human, and they all have been connected forever until at one point the flute comes to life. Yes, of course you do wonder how sane the creators were. I still do to this day, but really it's really big how Jimmy will fight non-stop until Freddie and him are together without the fear of Witchy Poo coming in to steal Freddie from Jimmy. Jimmy really pushes the boundaries to get Freddie back, which is something I would see as a true friend. You would push through just for the safety and the sanity of your friends, no matter how difficult it would be, even if it was to dress up as angels or fairies or make a fake fire. For me, they really did anything to stay safe and secure and everything, just so that there was no fear of anything terrible happening to Freddie the Flute. I know I've spoken about Wanda at least twice on this channel, and even the last one I know for sure, but I'm going to talk about Wanda again. I want to start off with talking about the two characters, Augie and Jack Will. The two of them met on Augie's first day at school, and you could say there was some sort of click. And it didn't start off strong, but as the story went by, within 10 minutes later in the film, their friendship really got big. Jack Will is the first student at the school who really notices that Augie isn't different from anyone at the school, and he then stays by Augie's side. Apart from the section where Augie doesn't like Jack Will, but he stands by Augie's side from when Julian is beating him up to, or even just emotionally beating him up, to the point of the teenagers in the foresty campground scene. The two of them are emotionally in sync, and people would say they would clash a lot because they've got different interests and different personalities and intelligences, but they don't really care about that. They ignore the fact that they've got different interests and intelligences, and they come together as a strong friendship. Now it's over to Augie's sister Olivia, also known as Via, and her best friend Miranda. Miranda ditches Via at the end of summer break, and there's just this big popularity difference, really. There's a difference with Miranda suddenly being a very popular person at school to Via being the outsider and having less company and everything. Miranda doesn't really know what's really happened and the impact of her leaving Via. She doesn't know the impact she's done on Via until later on in the film, especially with the theatre production that came up. The two of them were by each other's side when they needed it most. Even if they didn't really need it, they'd still be there by their side, and Miranda was almost like part of the family to them. And Miranda was one of the first outsiders of the family who really saw Augie for who he is as well, and wouldn't discriminate Via because of her brother. In the end, in my point of view, friendship is the most important moral the world can give you. Since the moment I popped out of my mum, it's been the moral I've most valued, and I hope I value it for the rest of my life, just until the end of my life. To me, friendship is more powerful than knowledge, and it's also more powerful than money and power itself. Friendship is more powerful than power. It sounds pretty dumb, but to me, it just makes so much sense. This month's quote is, "Don't worry about being successful, but work toward being significant and the success will follow." So that is Oprah's words of wisdom for this month's What I Know For Sure. Thank you so much for watching the January 2018 edition of What I Know For Sure. Leave a like, subscribe if you haven't, because I make new videos every week. Comment your opinions and advice down below, and I'll see you all in the next video.